Where are we? What is this place? Actually, what happened? I thought that after Kuja destroyed the crystal, all of us would be dead and there'd be no existence. But it seems like we're all still alive. I think. It sounds like people are in pain in the background, and this place looks very foreboding, but...
You stand before the final dimension, and I am the darkness of eternity.
Wait, who is that? Where did that voice come from?
All life bears death from birth. Life fears death, but lives only to die. It starts with anxiety. Anxiety becomes fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. The only cure for this fear is total destruction. Kuja was a victim of his own fear. He concluded he could only save himself by destroying the origin of all things. The crystal.
Wait a minute, you're talking about life, death, anxiety, fear, anger, and then all of a sudden you're just saying that there should be total destruction? Like total destruction of Kuja? Since, you know, he was the one who destroyed the crystal, right? I mean, true, he did attack the origin of all things, but... yeah? Please go on? Yeah, that is a good question though. Why am I being told all of this?
Now, the theory is undeniable. Kuja's actions prove it. All things live to perish. At last, life has uncovered this truth. Now it is time to end this world.
Wait a minute. So you're saying you're gonna kill all of us? You're saying that everybody should die? But, wait, everybody should die because Kuja destroyed the crystal? Okay, I have to say this. Kuja's actions do not represent everybody. He was acting out of his own selfishness and cowardice. He was unwilling to accept that he will die. It doesn't mean that we all should die. It doesn't mean that we all should be punished for what he did. It's not as if we all want to die either, you know?
I exist for one purpose. To return everything back to the zero world. Where there is no life, and no crystal to give life. In a world of nothing, fear does not exist. This is the world that all life desires.
I disagree. I mean, sure, you may be existing you may exist only to bring everything to the zero world. I can't deny your purpose of existence, but at the same time, we all do not desire the zero world. We all don't want to die. We all don't want to run away from our fears. As Zidane says, we all have a will to live.
Foolish creature. Your fears have already deluded you. One day, you will choose destruction over existence, as Kuja did. When he sought to destroy the crystal, the purpose of life ended. Now come, enter the zero world that you desire.
I can't let you do this. I can't let you bring everything into the zero world. Yes, we will fight you, if that's what it takes. We will destroy you, if that's what it takes. Because we all wish to live, and we all wish for everybody to live. For everybody we all love, and for the future. It doesn't matter that we're all afraid of death. It's inevitable. But we can't just give in to our fears. We can't. We all have to fight. fight for life. Yes, I'm not afraid to die. We are not afraid. We will choose life over death. We're not gonna give up. So I will be fighting with this party. But before I go on, first of all, let me just do this. Thank you, Kina. I'll make sure that this dark being will be stopped. Thank you, Steiner. You mean everything to me. You are not unworthy. I will honor you. Thank you, Freya. I won't let you down. Thank you, Celeste. I know that you believe in me, and I will fight for you always. Now, many people actually hate this dark being for appearing out of nowhere, and you know, they may say that this dark being has no purpose at all, but I beg to differ. First of all, there is a reason for this being's sudden appearance. Kuja summoned him, after all. Kuja wanted to destroy all life, so as the dark being said, Kuja destroyed the crystal, the origin of all life, and Kuja got what he wanted. Obliteration of everything. This dark being is going to send everything into the zero world. In other words, destroy everything. Now, you may be wondering, okay, so we're more or less fighting the physical manifestation of death here. What's the point? What does this have to do with Final Fantasy IX? Well, I'm going to argue that Final Fantasy IX has always been about life and death. Take a look at the central conflict of this game. The assimilation of Gaia into Terra. It's only made possible through the deaths of the inhabitants of Gaia. And look what Kuja did to bring about death. You know, he introduced war. And even more death. Why? So that the souls of Gaians can be released and then replaced with the souls of Terrans, or the inhabitants of Terra, so that eventually Gaia will die as Terra's lifespan is expanded. But you can also say that the ideas of life and death are present in our party members, in our friends who we've traveled with all throughout this game. Now, Amaranth, Kina, Steiner, Aiko, you can say that they've had changed viewpoints on life, or they've gone through changes in life throughout their journeys. You know, like Amaranth, for example, he's learned to fight with others. Kina, he's learned to have new viewpoints as a gourmand, and he also eats to live, you know. And Aiko, she's been alone because of the deaths of everybody in her tribe and her family, but she's learned to, have familial relationships in this journey throughout, this game. From the party members protecting her, Aiko helping others out. But you can't deny the conflicts of life and death in some of our characters, like Freya, who has lost everything, including Bermesia, her kingdom, her people, and her lover. Yet here she is fighting with us, as if she is continuing to fight to live. And then there's Garnet, or Celeste. She's been burdened with death. I mean, she's lost both of her mothers, her biological mother and her adoptive mother, and she's had to deal with the death of many people in her kingdom when she was queen. And when she was queen, she was burdened with expectations, but she's lived to live her own life as she wants to, as she wishes to, without expectations. Now, let's take a look at Vivi. Vivi has always wanted to learn about his existence in life, and he did. He found out that he was manufactured as a weapon. Yet, he's learned to cope with this sudden truth, but he's also had to deal with the truth of his shortened lifespan. In other words, his mortality. Yet, he's learned to cope with it. It was hard for him, but he's here fighting for life. He's gotten over his fears, and now he's going to face his fears. Now, Zidane, he's always been promoting life in everybody by encouraging everybody to live. Yet at the same time, he was created to be an angel of death. Yet he chooses to defy his fate. And as we've seen, he will fight death, even though it is against his destiny, because he will fight for what is truly right. He will fight for everybody he loves, and indeed, we all will fight for everybody, for all that we love, for life, because life is so beautiful to destroy. We can't just give in to our fears. We can't just give in to death. Yes, death is inevitable. I can't deny that. However, we can't just live being afraid. We can't just live to surrender. We have to live to enjoy life. We can't let death destroy everything that we've lived for, everything that we love. We will fight you. You can't stop us. Life is so powerful that nothing will stop us. Nothing. So this is the final boss. Its name is Necron. Enjoy this music, by the way. But yes, I know that Vivi is going to deal the least amount of damage, so I'm going to have him use a Dark Matter for a guaranteed 9,999 damage, since that's what it does. But everybody else is hard hitting. I could say for Armored, but Armored is still strong enough. But yes, Necron is tough. I'm not kidding. He's one of the stronger bosses in this game. I mean, there's no boss stronger than Ozma. There's no boss tougher than Ozma. But I'd say, besides Ozma, this is the toughest boss in the game. So it should not be taken lightly at all. In a matter of fact, we had to be as aggressive as possible, deal as much damage as possible. But at the same time, we do have to be careful. There will be moments when we have to take some precaution and some safety measures in order to... Well, basically, Necron is very destructive. I mean, he did deal like a whole bunch of damage to Vivi just now, but he has worse attacks. But let's not be distracted by Necron. And dang, Aiko can deal a whole lot of damage with Holy. I don't think Necron is weak to Holy necessarily, but Necron gets a lot of damage from Holy, and that's a good luxury to have, since, as I said before, we do want to deal a whole lot of damage. It'd be nice if we can go through this entire battle without Necron using his ultimate move. Oh, I just had to open my mouth, didn't I? This is Necron's ultimate move. It will destroy us. I mean, we can't deny that it has an awesome animation. Come on. Thank you. So, the name of the move is Grand Cross, and as you can see, you see a literal Grand Cross from planets. It's pretty awesome, but it's not. You don't want a Grand Cross upon you. I mean it. Sorry for the lag, by the way. Sorry for that. So what does Grand Cross do? Actually, it didn't do a whole lot to me, but what it does, oh wow, Vivian's Ico is stoned. That is not good at all. Okay. So what Grand Cross does is it can inflict any status ailment on you. Let me say this. It can deal any combination of status ailments on you. And Amrit is dead all of a sudden. What? Yes, it can inflict death. It can inflict okay, I need to heal. What is, let's see, I need to do soft on Ico. But yes, it can deal any combination of status ailments upon you, including stoning, including death. Okay, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good. As you can see, Grand Cross is heavily crippling, and we have to deal with that. Okay, I think I can use Ico's full life on Amrit. No! I can't mess up now. I can't mess up now. Okay, I have to bring Vivi back to living because he's still stoned. Okay, let's recover. I mean, a big chunk of the battle against Necron is recovery from Grand Cross, but we're still gonna be okay. We're still gonna be okay. I hope. I'm gonna use an elixir on Ico because she needs it the most. For the most part, we're okay. We're okay. I'll just have Amrit use Aura so that he can have auto life and auto regen back on himself. So that's good. Come on, emulator. Don't do this to me now. Not at the final battle. Thank you. Pep talk can work. Stop using blue shockwave on Ico. She doesn't appreciate it. Oh, she's gonna die, isn't she? Don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her. I mean, she does have auto life, so I guess I have that luxury, don't I? Yes, so Grand Cross is very random because it can deal any random combination of status ailments, so it does depend on luck whether or not you get screwed over by Grand Cross or whether you get lucky and don't get as affected as, you know, some people might be. But oh, are you serious? You're gonna do Grand Cross on us again? You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Here we go again. It doesn't help that my emulator is lagging. Then again, Grand Cross is too awesome to witness. Then I guess you can't witness it in full speed. I do apologize for the lag. It is times like these when I wish I don't. It's times like these when I wish I kind of captured this game from an actual console, but the thing is I never owned a Sony console. I never owned a PlayStation console, so excuse me. Excuse my ineptitude. Oh great, Vivi and Ico are now a zombie. Basically it means that any means to heal them will actually hurt them. And there's no easy way to heal zombie except by using a specific item, so I guess I have to use that specific item soon enough whenever their turns come, because, you know, all of our turns are loading, including all the attack animations and all. I'm gonna see if I can use a magic tag on Amrit, because wait a minute, was he the one who was zombied? I think he was the one who was zombied. I can't keep track of my characters anymore. Grand Cross is driven as so. Oh, okay. Amrit is not zombied. That's my mistake. Oh, wait a minute. He's dead. Or he's defeated.
Why defy your fate? Is the will to live that powerful? This is not the end. I am eternal as long as there is life.